Good morning. Welcome to Morning Special. 여러분 안녕하세요. 2월 4일 화요일 최수진의 Morning Special입니다. By now, most people have heard about aromatherapy. Certain scents can boost concentration, while others can help to relax. The right smell also plays a huge role in enhancing the flavors of a dish. But it seems like that's not all that smell can do, such as improving academic skills. 수면시 장미 향기를 맡으면 학습 능력이 향상된다는 연구 결과가 나왔습니다. 독일에서 6학년 학생 54명을 대상으로 연구를 진행했는데요. 참가 학생들은 각자 영어 어휘를 외운 후 장미 향기가 나는 스틱을 옆에 놓고 잠들었다고 합니다. 그 결과 장미 향기를 맡으며 잠든 학생들은 장미 향기를 맡지 않았을 때보다 어휘 테스트에서 높은 점수를 받았습니다. 장미 향기가 기억력 향상에 도움을 준다는 연구는 2008년 사이언스지에 실린 연구를 비롯해 다수의 초기 연구가 발표된 바 있다고 하는데요. 이번 연구는 수면 시에 장미 향기를 맡는 것만으로도 학습 능력을 향상시킨다는 것을 발견했다는 점에서 이의가 있습니다. In a way, it's like a dream come true, don't you think? To be able to boost one's game in the academic field by simply sleeping while smelling roses. And with that in mind, here's a quiz question. The colourful parts of the rose, which can be red, yellow, pink, blue, these are known as 1번 petals, 2번 sentimentals, 3번 skeletal. 오늘도 청취자 여러분의 많은 참여 기다리고 있습니다. 퀴즈 정답 보내주신 분들 중에서 추첨을 통해 총 5분께 뉴욕타임스 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다. 반지 게시판 무료로 이용할 수 있고요. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시면 되겠습니다. All right, well, let's kick off today's show. And I'm joined by, of course, the one and only Steve. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. There's your mic.
Good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm very well.
Very good. I first of all have to say hello to someone this morning. We have to say hello to someone this morning. I had a funny situation happen yesterday.
Yeah.
I called a customer service hotline because I needed some information, right?
Sure.
So I called the number and they said, "Good afternoon, how can I help you?" And I said, "I need this information." And they said, "Okay, please tell us your full name. Okay, which country are you from? What is your alien registration number?" Very official,
Yeah.
right? I said, "Okay, thank you." And then suddenly the person said, "Excuse me. Do you work on a radio show at EBS called Morning Special?" And I said, "Yeah, hi, how you doing?" And they said, it's Steve."
어떤 정보가 필요해가지고 어제 고객 안내번호로 전화를 했었는데 번호 알려주시고요. 아이디 번호 알려주시고 성함 알려주세요. 전화번호 알려주세요. 그러다 갑자기 혹시 스티브 선생님 아니세요? 라고 말씀하셨다고요?
So we have to say good morning to Yang Mi-kyung-nim this morning.
양미경님, good morning.
Yes, and thank you for your service working as a customer service representative at that
Wow.
job that you have.
That must have been an amazing experience.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun to meet listeners either in person or on the telephone when you're calling for information. Yeah.
That's never happened to me.
Oh,
but
really?
I like the idea of it.
It's happened to me in some unusual spots. I got off a flight coming from somewhere, and I was in the lineup at immigration.
Yeah.
And then I got to the front of immigration, and they said, "Please put your fingers on the thing."
지문 여기도 올려놓으시고요.
Yeah. And also, do you work at EBS or Morning Special?
진짜요? 공항에서도
Yeah. nice.
검색을 받다가 갑자기 저기 혹시 스티브 선생님 아니세요? 이런
Yeah. It's nice though, isn't it?
연예인이시네요.
Oh, 아니에요. Just the show is popular, that's all.
네, 그렇군요. Well, today's opening was about smelling the roses. And apparently, if you smell roses, this helps with your academic achievement. When you memorize words, for example, you go to bed smelling roses. This can help improve your memory of those words.
Is it only roses, or can it be any type of aromatherapy? Or does it have to be flowers specifically? Because they have those aroma oils too, right?
That's true. Well, this experiment looked at only sticks that smelt of roses. So aromatherapy type sticks, I suppose. I don't know if it works for other scents, lilies, lilacs, whatever.
Well, whatever works,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
if it helps with your memory, yeah, maybe you could give it a test, I guess, right? Put some roses in your room and then spread rose petals all over your bed sheets and on your floor and see if you
Yeah.
can remember more words the next day.
What a romantic way to study.
Are you into that aromatherapy type thing? Do you like to have nice smelling things in your home?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, do you?
Candles.
Oh, yeah.
Love. My favorite is the one that smells like laundry.
Oh, I
You know
like that one. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they call it like bed sheets or something, or I don't know what fresh towels maybe.
Right.
Oh, love that one.
맞아요.
The problem is candles are so expensive though, right?
Yeah, they're not cheap. But if they help with other things apart from, making your house smell good, like memorizing words,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
why not? 네, 일석이조네요. 이게 향기라는 이 아로마 테라피를 통해서 또 기억력을 우리 향상을 시켜볼 수 있을 것 같습니다. All right, well, do send in your messages and greetings. It's time now to go over today's global headlines.
Yeah, if you don't message in now, I'll probably call you later.
빨리 사연 보내세요. 스티 선생님이 전화하신다고 합니다. 자, 그러면 세계 각국 언론사들의 어떤 헤드라인이 올라왔는지 살펴보는 시간입니다. Touch Global Headlines.
China has confirmed that 361 people have died in 2 months from the novel coronavirus, surpassing the death toll from the SARS outbreak in 2003.
중국에서 신종 코로나로 2달가량 만에 361명이 사망하면서 2003년 사스 때를 넘어섰습니다.
China has begun operations of the newly constructed Huashinshan Hospital to treat coronavirus patients in Wuhan.
신종 코로나 환자를 치료하기 위해 중국 당국이 우한에 건설한 허선산 병원이 본격적인 운영에 들어갔습니다.
Chinese markets have plummeted amid fears over the new coronavirus, dragging down other benchmark Asian indexes as well.
중국 본토 증시가 어제 재개장 직후 폭락세를 보이면서 아시아 주요국 증시도 일제히 하락했습니다.
3 people in London have been injured after a man who had been recently released from prison after serving time for terror offenses attacked them.
영국에서 과거 테러 모의 혐의로 복역했던 용의자가 흉기 난동을 벌여 3명이 다쳤습니다.
Following a massive storm, New Zealand has issued a state of emergency for its staple tourist attraction known as Milford Sound.
뉴질랜드의 유명 관광지 밀퍼드 사운드 지역에 폭우로 비상사태가 선포됐습니다. 지금 읽어드린 헤드라인은 모닝 스페셜 홈페이지에 들어오셔서 무료로 다시 들으실 수 있습니다. You can listen to those headlines once again by visiting our website free of charge. 많은 이용 바랍니다. Let's go over the stories.
Headline number 1 today, China has confirmed that 361 people have died in 2 months from the novel coronavirus, surpassing the death toll from the SARS outbreak in 2003.
중국에서 신종 코로나로 2달가량 만에 361명이 사망하면서 2003년 사스 때를 넘어섰습니다.
Yes, now the death toll has climbed to 361. That, according to the country's National Health Commission, they announced that on Monday. And in a statement, the commission also said that it has so far received a total of 17,205 confirmed cases, adding a total of 57 people that died over the last 24 hours. So another big spike in those numbers. And yes, now we are seeing, as we do every single day, a growing number of patients infected and a growing number of people who have passed away.
그렇습니다. 이제 한 2달 정도가 된 기간 대비 361명이 지금 사망을 했다. 이렇게 보도가 되고 있는데 사스 때와 비교를 했을 때 넘어섰다라는 것입니다. The total number of deaths, of course, with the SARS virus was higher, but just considering the 2-month period that has passed, 361 is a higher count. And overall, we're looking at hundreds of thousands, more than 100,000, right?
Yeah, and the number of people that have been identified as having had close contact with infected patients, that number is at 189,583, and 152,700 are now under medical observation. So there's a lot of people who have been in contact with people from that region as well. The number of cases have also been reported in the number of countries around the world. It's kind of shocking when you list them out. Here we go. Thailand, Japan, Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, the United States, France, Germany, North Korea, South Korea, the United Arab Emirates, Canada, Vietnam, Italy, Spain, Sweden, the UK, Russia, Nepal, Cambodia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Finland, and India. This is a worldwide issue.
I believe it's 26 countries, 179 cases around the world outside of China where patients have been confirmed with the novel coronavirus. 현재까지 중국 외에 이제 한 179건의 바이러스 감염 사례가 확인됐다고 합니다. 총 26개국이고요. 전체 이제 중국 내 감염자는 17,000명 정도가 된다고 하고 그다음에 접촉자의 수는 뭐 그보다 더 많습니다.
Yeah, Spain also confirmed Saturday its first case in one of 5 suspected German tourists in the country, that being in the Canary Island chain region of Spain. Also, Russia on Saturday suspended visa-free travel for tourists to and from China too, so we're seeing countries continue to take extra measures.
Indeed. Well, talking about extra measures, China has started operation of a new hospital. Let's get to our headline number 2.
That's right. China has begun operations of the newly constructed Huashen Hospital to treat coronavirus patients in Wuhan.
신종 코로나 환자를 치료하기 위해 중국 당국이 우한에 건설한 허선산 병원이 본격적인 운영에 들어갔습니다.
So this hospital has about 1,000 beds. It was built in 10 days, and the first patients arrived on Monday. And again, this is part of China's efforts to fight the virus. It's called Huashinshan, if I'm saying it correctly, and it had a second facility also with 1,500 beds. Those 2 facilities were built by construction crews who are working around the clock in Wuhan. Of course, we know that most of the city's 11 million people are barred from leaving the area. And this is not the first time that they've built facilities to help deal with an outbreak. This is the second time. Chinese leaders have responded to a disease back in 2003. They did the same thing for the SARS outbreak.
Right. So 1,000 beds, and you mentioned it took only 10 days to build, but this is a sort of a makeshift hospital, if you will. It's sort of like those things you see in the wartime movies, bed after bed after bed. It's not like a room with one, bed. It's not that sort of facility.
It's true, but it's also a little advanced, you could say, because doctors can talk with outside experts over a video system that links them to Beijing's PLA General Hospital, and that system was installed in less than 12 hours by a 20-member, what they called a commando team from Wuhan Telecom. It also has specialized ventilation systems and double-sided cabinets that connect patient rooms to the hallways. I saw the images of that one, and what that allows the doctors to do is to communicate and to give things to the patients in the room without actually having to go into the rooms themselves.
아, 그렇군요. 그러니까 야전 병원의 형식으로 설계가 됐습니다. 지금 스티브 선생님이 얘기해 주신 것처럼 한 1,000개 정도의 병상이 있는 그런 병원이 되겠고요. 짓는데 한 열흘 정도밖에 걸리지는 않았지만 이 안에 중환자실도 있고 뭐 외래 진료실, 중앙 공급 창고, 뭐 여러 가지 병실 등이 들어 있다고 합니다. 또 병실마다 독립된 화장실과 TV, 공조장치 등등이 들어 있다고 해요. They also say it's equipped with 5G, so patients who want to keep in touch with people around the world, families, relatives, they can do that too.
Very impressive. Yeah, they sent 1,400 doctors, nurses, and other personnel staff to work at the hospital, and they built this, as we know, very, very quickly. 7,000 people worked on the construction fraction of this. Carpenters and plumbers and electricians and other specialists. If you saw some photos from China's state media, it showed workers in their winter clothing and safety helmets and surgical style masks. They were working around the clock to get this done as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. But of course, fears of the outbreak spreading affected the stock market. And for the first time in about 11 days, the Chinese market opened yesterday. Let's look at our third headline.
Chinese markets have plummeted amid fears over the new coronavirus, dragging down other benchmark Asian indexes as well.
중국 본토 증시가 어제 재개장 직후 폭락세를 보이면서 아시아 주요국 증시도 일제히 하락했습니다.
The Shanghai Composite fell 7.72%. The Shenzhen Component dropped 8.45%. The Shenzhen Composite also dropped 8.414%. Overall, the indexes all fell around 9% in early trade during the session. And the People's Bank of China, this is the response. They announced on Sunday that it will inject 1.2 trillion yuan. That's about $173 billion worth of liquidity into the markets via open market reverse repo operations. And as far as I know, I'm not an expert on the topic, but that's when the government needs to inject cash into the markets so they buy stocks at an agreement to sell them back later at a higher rate.
Right. Of course, the Chinese market had a bit of a break because of this long New Year holiday, and yesterday was the first time in 11 days that it reopened. Last week in New York, stocks had already fallen because of the fears, and now we're seeing that similar trend here in Asia.
Yeah, but comparing the situation to 2 months ago when people were worried about the trade friction between Beijing and Washington, this is what Dickie Wong had to say. Dickie Wong is the executive director at Kingston Securities. He said that Chinese officials and the government had more tools then to tackle the problems than perhaps they do now. So we'll see how the markets respond in the next few days. But Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index rose 0.35%, a small gain in the final hours of trading there. In Japan, the Nikkei fell 1.01%. The Kospi here in Korea, largely unchanged. Stocks in Australia responded lower, 1.34%. And on Wall Street as well, the Dow Jones, they had a bunch of gains in January, but those are all wiped out. That dropped 600 points. Investors are watching very, very, very closely what's happening with this virus.
네, 아직은 가장 최악의 상황이다라고 말할 수는 없고 회복의 가능성도 있다. 이런 전문가들의 평이 나온다고 설명을 해주셨습니다만 홍콩 항생 지수도 그렇고 일본의 니케이 지수 호주에서도 이제 증시가 전부 다 하락세를 어제 보였습니다. 코스피는 2118.88로 마감을 했다고 합니다. Let's go on to our next headline.
Headline number 4 this morning. 3 people in London have been injured after a man who had been recently released from prison after serving time for terror offenses attacked them.
영국에서 과거 테러 모의 혐의로 복역했던 용의자가 흉기 난동을 벌여 3명이 다쳤습니다.
So this man was under active police surveillance at the time of the attack, which police believed to be an Islamist-related terrorist incident. He also had a hoax device or a fake device strapped to his body, police said. And according to the BBC, 3 people were injured, with 1 person in a life-threatening condition.
And he'd only been released for about a week, I understand?
Yeah, that's right. And Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that the government would announce further plans for fundamental changes to the system for dealing with those convicted of terrorism offenses. So he had been in, and then he was released. And this is what happened in the aftermath. The report suggests that he entered a shop and started stabbing people, and it appears that he then left the shop and stabbed a woman as well. Witnesses nearby, they reported hearing 3 gunshots and then seeing a man lying on the ground outside a pharmacy as armed police approached, and the police were shouting at people, "Stay back, stay back."
And they did actually shoot the man in question. 이 용의자는 이렇게 테러 모의 혐의로 복역을 하다가 가석방한 지 일주일밖에 안 된 상황에서 이렇게 가짜 자살폭탄 조끼를 입고 스트래텀 하이로드라고 하는 이 지역에 돌아다니면서 행인들에게 칼을 휘둘렀다고 합니다. 그래서 3명이 다쳤고요. 용의자는 현장에서 경찰에 의해 사살됐습니다. 그렇지만 이제 이렇게 가석방된 지 일주일 만에 범행이 일어났다는 그 사실 자체만으로도 영국이 지금 술렁이고 있는 모습이에요. 어떤 테러범 관리가 소홀하지 않았느냐 이런 내용의 영국 보도도 나오고 있습니다. Alright, and let's look at our final headline.
Final headline today, headline number 5. Following a massive storm, New Zealand has issued a state of emergency for its staple tourist attraction known as Milford Sound.
뉴질랜드의 유명 관광지 밀포드 사운드 지역에 폭우로 비상사태가 선포됐습니다.
Yes, a state of emergency declared in that part of the world for a tourist location, an absolutely beautiful tourist location where 400 people are trapped after wild weather. They put the weather warning up to red. That is their highest level of warning. And it's issued for the first time in that part of the country in the southwestern corner of the South Island of New Zealand. Up to 400 people, 400 tourists and locals are believed to be trapped in that area called Milford Sound. They had a tremendous amount of rain there.
Yes, I saw some of the footage on the airwaves yesterday, and roads, highways, expressways all flooded. It's hard to actually imagine that. At first, I thought it was part of a river or something, but it was actually a road.
Yes, exactly. And I think I listened to one news report from New Zealand last night, and I think the road into this area, I think there's only one main road. And I think that road that you probably saw on the news as well is the road that got washed out.
I see.
They had 350 millimeters of rain in just 24 hours. And if you look at the images of that resort area, or of that area where there's beautiful oceans and waterfalls, if you can't get out by road, then you only have other choices,
Yes.
Air or sea. And that's what they're looking at now if the weather allows.
지금 보이는 라디오로 영상 띄워드리고 있습니다. This is what we're looking at right now. 뉴질랜드의 이 밀포드 사운드에서 굉장히 많은 양의 비로 인해 홍수가 발생했습니다. 그래서 도로가 유실되고 수백 명의 관광객들이 발이 묶였다. 이런 내용의 보도가 나오고 있고요. 폭우가 더 내릴 것으로 예상을 한다고 합니다. We're expecting more rain, unfortunately.
And that road is expected to be not available until maybe next week. So they're going to check on the weather, and if they need to use helicopters or boats to get people out, then I guess that they will.
All right. Well, those were our headlines for this morning. Let's remind our listeners of the quiz.
The colorful parts of the rose, which can be red, yellow, pink, and even blue, are known as blank. Is it number 1, petals, number 2, sentimentals, or number 3, skeletal?
네, 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시고요. 반디 게시판 무료로 이용 가능합니다. 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 뉴욕타임즈 1개월 구독권 보내드릴게요. 자, 노래 듣고 와서 여러분의 사연과 뉴스 포커스 살펴보겠습니다. This is Westlife with our first song of the day, More Than Words. 네, 오늘의 첫 곡 Westlife의 More Than Words 듣고 왔습니다. 사연 한번 살펴볼게요. 문구슬님의 사연인데요. 오늘 저희 아가가 태어난 지 1년 되는 날입니다. 뱃속에 있을 때부터 들었었는데요. 벌써 돌이 되었네요. 축하해주세요. 앞으로도 잘 들을게요. 하셨습니다.
1 year birthday?
1 year birthday.
That's cute, isn't it?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And it's also really nice to know that this listener has been tuning into Morning Special ever since they were pregnant. So this baby has been tuning in for more than a year, I suppose.
That's right. The very first possible time to listen to Morning Special, the baby started, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 정말 축하드립니다. 그리고 오늘 오프닝에 장미 향기를 맡으면서 자면은 그 학습 능력에 이게 뭘 단어를 외우는데 도움이 된다라는 연구 결과가 나왔다는 말씀을 드렸어요. 김진희 님이 와, 너무 신기해요. 저 밤에 씻고 나서 장미 워터 뿌리던 거를 이제는 양을 3배로 늘려야겠어요. normally when I get out of the shower, I spray a rose-scented spray on my body. I'm going to make sure I spray 3 times the amount from now on so that I become more clever.
Spray it on your head, and maybe it'll absorb into your brain, maybe.
Maybe. Everyone's going to be smelling like roses
I
now.
know that. That's good.
이은선 님이요. 우리 아이들에게 잠들기 전에 장미호법 써봐야겠네요. 저도요. 하셨습니다. I really don't know how effective this is, but a lot of our listeners are catching on and they're saying, I'm going to use this from today onwards.
Like I said, might as well try. No,
Yeah.
no harm in trying.
Definitely. 양우아 님이요. 저는 장미향이 저랑 잘 맞지 않아서 좋아하지 않았는데요. 자스민이나 커튼 향을 좋아하는 대신에 장미향을 좋아했다면 지금보다 더 똑똑해졌을까 싶네요. I've never liked the scent of roses. Maybe that's why I wasn't that clever. I always liked jasmine and cotton scents. And so this
Those ones make you sleep better, I think. Well, that's not much wonder. You've been sleeping while you should be learning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that people who like rose scents are more clever than, you
No.
know, but it's just an interesting experiment that these scientists did. And I personally love all of these scents, actually, jasmine, cotton, and roses.
Yeah, exactly. If it's worth a try, it's worth a try.
Yeah, definitely. 7128님은요. 장미향이 기억력 향상에 도움이 된다니 귀가 번쩍 볼륨 업 하게 되네요. 당장 중3 아들 방에 놓아야겠어요. 추운 날이지만 좋은 하루 되셔요 하셨습니다. 많은 분들이 오늘 밤부터 당장 우리 아이의 방에다 장미향을 뭐 뿌리던지 놓던지 하겠다 이렇게 말씀하시고 계십니다.
And you're also right. Today is a cold day. It finally feels like winter today, doesn't it?
It does, but do you know what day it is according to the 24 seasonal divisions?
Tuesday.
Yes, that's true. It's also the onset of spring.
Oh, really?
But ironically, it's a very cold day today.
Nobody told Mother Nature that, I guess.
I
huh?
guess so.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, we've been lucky thus far, and today actually kind of feels like the first day of winter.
It does.
So if it gets warmer in March, I think I'm okay with 24 days because this year is a leap year.
Yeah.
I'm okay with 24 days of cold.
아하.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
네, 오늘 이후부터는 조금 따뜻해졌으면 좋겠는데 어떨지 모르겠습니다. 네, 사연 보내주신 모든 분들 감사드립니다. Thank you all for your messages. Keep sending those in. Also, the quiz answers and any questions you might have during the show as well. We have 5 New York Times 1-month subscriptions to give out. 자, 그러면 뉴스 포커스 살펴보겠습니다. 첫 번째입니다. 트위터가 신종 코로나 바이러스 감염증 발병과 관련해 음모론적인 주장을 펼친 금융시장 전문 블로거 Zero Hedge의 트위터 계정을 영구 폐쇄했다는 소식입니다. Let's listen to the story.
Twitter has banned financial market website Zero Hedge from the social media platform after it published an article linking a Chinese scientist to the outbreak of the coronavirus last week. The move came as the coronavirus has stoked a wave of anti-China sentiment around the globe. Hoaxes have spread widely online, promoted by conspiracy theorists and exacerbated by a dearth of information from Wuhan.
So the conspiracy theory was that this whole thing started by someone in China who decided to artificially spread the coronavirus, but the claims were unfounded, and I suppose, this person may have had no grounds to have said that.
Yeah, the internet can be a wonderful place and it can be a terrible place.
Yes.
And this is the example of the latter, when people spread news that is not real and then other people see that news and they think it's real.
Yeah.
And that spreads just like a virus.
Sure.
And Twitter has responded in this case by banning Zero Hedge from their platform.
네, 그렇습니다. 이 아이디 Zero Hedge를 사용하는 금융 또 시장 전문 블로거가 지금 이렇게 퍼지고 있는 이 코로나 바이러스는 중국에 있는 어떤 한 사람이 인위적으로 퍼뜨린 것이다. 이렇게 이제 음모론을 펼쳤어요. 음모론 주장을 펼쳤어요. 그래서 과학자들은 그럴 가능성이 거의 없다고 본다. 이것은 근거 없는 주장이다라고 많이 얘기를 했고 트위터가 실제로 계속 이런 주장을 펼치게 되면은 계정을 폐쇄할 수도 있다 경고도 했습니다. 그럼에도 불구하고 주장을 펼쳤기 때문에 마침내 계정이 영구 폐쇄됐습니다.
We talked about it on the Saturday show, didn't we? About, there's been racist response
Oh,
towards
yeah.
Chinese people around the world. And that's, part of this article where it says it stoked a wave of anti-China sentiment around the globe. I'm not sure if you saw UC Berkeley, what they put up on Instagram. Really terrible.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
they did remove the post and they did apologize for it pretty quickly. But they put something up on Instagram. I believe it was Instagram saying, if you have feelings of anxiety over this coronavirus outbreak, and if you're feeling this way, it's natural. If you're feeling this way, it's natural. If you're feeling xenophobic towards people that you think are Chinese, then that's natural.
Really?
It was really, really bad. And people saw this in response and they said, excuse me? And then Berkeley took it down
Yeah.
and said they apologized for it. But
There's a word spreading online. I think it's sinophobia, S-I-N-O, meaning Chinese people. Sinophobia, and it's becoming quite racist, as you said.
exactly. So let's remember not to do that. Yes, so when people spread these conspiracy theories online, it exacerbates the problem. Let's look at that word. I love this word.
Yeah.
It's so fun to say. Exacerbate. Exacerbate. So it's got 4 syllables in there, and it means to make something worse. The first example that came to mind for me, everybody has a cold these days too,
Yes.
right? And there's an old Korean tale that says if you have a cold, drink gochugaru and soju,
Oh,
right? You've heard
yeah,
this before?
something like that.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm guessing don't do that because
Right.
it will exacerbate the problem. It won't fix your cold, it will make it worse.
Yeah.
Here's another easy example. If your wife or girlfriend is angry at you and you say to them, calm down, not good advice.
No, you're
Why?
gonna make them even angrier.
Exactly, you will exacerbate the problem.
그렇군요.
That's what it means to make something worse.
네, 그렇습니다. 악화시키다, 악화하다가 바로 exacerbate고요. Be exacerbated 그러면 악화되다가 되겠습니다. And this is by a dearth of information
Yeah.
from Wuhan.
A dearth of information means a lack of information. So, a couple of more examples. If you're watching a police drama and the judge says, we cannot take this to trial, we are throwing this case out because of a dearth of evidence. That means a lack of evidence or not enough evidence. And that's what it means, a dearth of.
그래요. DEARTH는 이제 부족이라는 뜻이 있습니다. 뭐뭐가 부족하다. 그래서 여기서는 정보가 부족하기 때문에 우한으로부터 나오고 있는 정보가 많지 않다 보니까 이런 음모론이 더 확산하고 있는, 더 악화되고 있는 그런 모습을 우리가 온라인상에서 볼 수 있었습니다.
Yeah, and maybe someone asks you, oh, do you watch a lot of movies these days, or do you listen to a lot of music? You can say, no, I don't listen to a lot of music. I think that there's a dearth of talented artists on the Billboard charts.
Aha.
A lack of.
A lack of, a dearth of. Would the opposite maybe be a plethora of something?
I think we heard that on Power
Power
English
English.
this morning as we were getting ready for our own show.
맞아요.
And yes, to answer your question, it would be the opposite.
네, 반대 표현. 저희 방송 전에 파워 잉글리시에서도 다뤘던 plethora of 뭐뭐뭐 그러면 뭔가 이제 넘쳐난다 이런 의미가 되겠죠.
I like the cross promotion there too.
We like to help each other out.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go on to our second news focus story. 두 번째 news focus 바로 가보도록 하겠습니다. 어제 스티브 선생님이 잔뜩 기대하셨던 슈퍼볼 경기. 도널드 트럼프 미국 대통령과 민주당 대선 주자인 마이클 블룸버그 전 뉴욕시장이 이 슈퍼볼 TV 광고에 각각 1,100만 달러, 우리 돈으로 130억 원이 소요되는 60초짜리 광고를 구매한 것으로 알려졌습니다. 그러니까 우리 돈으로 초당 2억 원이 넘는 광고에 선거 자금을 쏟아부은 셈인데요. Let's listen to the story.
The The San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs weren't the only ones duking it out at Super Bowl 2020. U.S. President Trump and former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg aired dueling commercials during Sunday night's game, both spending an estimated $10 million for 60 seconds of airtime. Trump used that load of cash on two 30-second ads, with the first about criminal justice reform. The 2020 Democratic presidential candidate Bloomberg, meanwhile, chose the topic of gun violence for his commercial. His 60-second ad featured the grieving mother of George Kemp Jr., an aspiring NFL player who was fatally shot in 2013 at the age of 20.
Well, these commercials were not only very expensive, but they were quite funny from an outsider's perspective because Trump and Bloomberg, they both attacked each other in these commercials. Trump said something like, Bloomberg is so small, he would probably have to go up on a podium if he wanted to make a speech. And Bloomberg said, everything Trump says is a lie, even his hair is fake. So they attacked each other.
Well, you know, the Super Bowl is one of the most viewed, never mind sporting events, it's one of the most viewed events around the world every single year. So to spend a lot of money on these advertisements and to use the Super Bowl as a platform, it kind of makes sense for politicians to do that just because of the sheer number of people that are going to be seeing those advertisements. But yes, the 49ers and the Chiefs weren't the only ones duking it out at Super Bowl 2020. This is a strange expression, isn't it? To duke it out.
Yeah.
It has a very simple meaning. It means to fight or to argue. And I tried to look up, you know, why do we say duke?
Yeah. Why do we say duke?
I found the answer, but I couldn't understand it. So don't worry about it. All it means is to duke it out means fight. It goes back to old-time English where it's... In England, there's this kind of thing that they do with rhyming words and then they change other words. I have British friends who have tried to explain it to me. I've never really understood it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. It's like instead of saying stairs, people will say, I don't know, something in chairs, and it means stairs.
Right. So I don't understand how that works. And that's part of the history they say for duke it out.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why I said we don't need to learn about that.
Oh, oranges and pears. That means stairs.
That doesn't make any sense
rhymes.
to me. Right. So the expression duke it out means to fight. So you can use this very playfully. If you're going to play a video game against your friend or your classmate, you can say, come on, let's turn the game on. Let's duke it out. You can use it like that. Or if you have two boxers or MMA fighters who are going to fight, you can say, player A or fighter A and fighter B will be duking it out this Friday night.
Duke it out. 싸우다. 라는 뜻입니다. 슈퍼볼에서 운동선수들만이 이렇게 싸운 게 아니라 사실 한 1억 명 정도가 시청을 하는 엄청난 그런 이벤트이기 때문에 여기서 아주 비싼 돈을 내고 트럼프 대통령과 그다음에 이제 블룸버그 전 뉴욕 시장이 서로에 대한 공격을 펼치면서 정치적인 메시지도 이제 내보냈죠. 그래서 이제 블룸버그 전 뉴욕 시장은 트럼프는 하는 말마다 다 거짓말이다. 머리도 거짓말이다. 가짜 머리다. 막 이런 얘기를 했고요. 트럼프 대통령은 블룸버그는 키가 너무 작아서 뭐 발표 무슨 연설 하나 하려 그러면 단상 위에 올라가야 해야 되지 않겠느냐. 뭐 이런 좀 키에 대한 뭐 그런 놀림이 있었습니다.
Did you see President Trump's tweet after the game yesterday?
I did not. What did he say?
He said, I forget the exact wording, but it said, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs representing the great state of Kansas. You are true champions. Only one problem there. Kansas City is in Missouri, not in Kansas. It's in the wrong state.
Oh, dear.
So he quickly removed that tweet, and then there was another one said, representing the great state of Missouri, but it was too late because the internet already caught it, and they had a ball with it.
그랬군요. 트럼프 대통령도 미국의 주를 헷갈릴 때가 있나 보네요. All right, well, that was our second news focus story. 자, 그러면 퀴즈 한 번만 더 알려주시겠어요?
The colorful parts of the rose, which can be red, yellow, pink, and even blue, are known as blank. Is it number one, petals, number two, sentimentals, or number three, skeletal?
네, 총 5분께 뉴욕타임스 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다. 정답 계속해서 보내주세요. Of course, one of the stars of the show yesterday was J-Lo.
Did you
Jennifer
see?
Lopez.
Did you
Some of it.
It was-
not the entire thing.
It was good.
Yeah.
J-Lo was great. People are saying Shakira was even better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were both fantastic.
맞아요. 그래서 제니퍼 로페즈의 노래 듣고 오도록 하겠습니다. Let's get loud. 자, 다음 뉴스 포커스 살펴보겠습니다. 음주와 흡연이 뇌 노화를 촉진한다는 연구 결과가 나왔습니다. Let's listen to the story.
A study from researchers at the University of Southern California showed that certain lifestyle habits, such as heavy smoking and alcohol consumption, are associated with adverse effects in specific brain regions. For the findings, the research team used machine learning methods and MRI to identify relative brain age in 17,308 individuals aged 45 to 81 years. The researchers found that in 11,651 individuals, those who smoked on most or all days had a higher relative brain age than those who smoked less frequently or not at all. And subjects who drank daily or almost daily had a significantly higher relative brain age compared to those who drank less frequently.
네, 알코올과 니코틴, 이제 술을 많이 마시거나 담배를 많이 필수록 뇌가 더 빨리 늙는다. 이런 연구 결과가 나왔습니다.
Sometimes we see research or studies that are done, and our response is, "Oh wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that."
Yeah.
Sometimes we see research and studies where the result is, well, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Those who smoke and drink every day, it is going to have serious adverse effects on your health, right?
Definitely. And according to this study, smoking was worse. Not to say that alcohol is better, but if you had to compare the two.
Yeah, if you had to pick one, but they're both really bad
not
to
good.
do,
Yes,
obviously, right?
indeed, yeah.
So adverse effects, let's talk about that. It means a negative result from doing something. So I remember hearing this study or this report about how you should speak to your children. And the report said that you should never use the word no to your kids because using the word no could have an adverse effect on your children or
Right.
a negative undesired effect. You have kids. What do you think that negative undesired or adverse effect might be?
I actually see it in daycare centers and kindergartens these days. The teachers, they deliberately take out expressions like "don't do this," "don't do that." They don't say that.
They don't say it.
They don't say it. They will turn it around a little bit and make it a bit softer. So for example, instead of saying "이거 하지 마," 이렇게 하지 않고요. 요즘에는 "이거 하지 않습니다," 이렇게 하지 않아요. 이렇게 풀어서 얘기를 하더라고요. So there is a bit of the negative in there, but it's just a sentence instead of being a directive form of speech.
So the adverse effect of speaking too directly, negatively,
Yeah.
they might make the children think negatively.
I guess so, yeah. And also, not just with kids, but with adults as well. And they say when you're trying to ask someone to help you, instead of saying, don't you have time to help me?
Yeah.
It's much better to say, do you have time to help me? Because it's more likely that whoever hears the question, don't you, blah, 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 may actually think, no, I don't.
Oh, like they're
But-
being attacked or something?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but it's more likely for A person asked in the negative to answer in the negative. But if you're asked in the positive, you're most likely to answer in the positive.
Because maybe you're hearing those words,
Yeah.
don't, in the question, so you're more likely to use those words, do not, in the
Yeah.
answer as well. Oh, interesting. Well, like I said, it's a negative result from doing something, so if you agree with that, then you can perhaps change your theory on using the words like no and don't do that when you're speaking to someone because it could have adverse effects.
네, 역효과, 부작용이라는 뜻의 adverse effects가 여기서 쓰였습니다. 담배를 피고 술을 이제 매일 또는 거의 매일 이렇게 마시게 되면은요, 그렇지 않는 사람에 비해서 뇌가 노화하는 속도가 훨씬 빠르다고 합니다. Okay, well, those were our news focus stories that we briefly looked at this morning. Steve, what is the answer to the quiz?
The answer, the colorful parts of the rose, which can be red, yellow, pink, and even blue, are known as blank. It is number 1, petals.
네, 장미 꽃잎을 이제 petals라고 하죠. 1번 정답입니다. Congratulations 우근옥님, 하동건님, 김혜빈님, 3810님, 그리고 6361님, 뉴욕타임즈 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다. 모닝 스페셜 홈페이지에 들어오셔서 주소 남겨주세요.
Do you have time for the expression of the day?
I do.
See, it works.
Yay! What is it, Steve?
Let's do this one. No harm in trying. So when we were talking about the rose petal thing, right, or the smell of roses, it can help you remember more words. I say, well, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but no harm in trying.
Right.
So we use this expression when we are in a situation where we don't know what the result will be, but we think, well, why not try? Because maybe the result will be good. So I'll give you one quick example. If you think, oh, there's not going to be any hotel rooms this weekend, we wanted to do a staycation, but it's a holiday weekend, and your friend says, well, just call the hotel anyway. No harm in trying.
그래 시도 한번 해봐. 손해 볼 거 없잖아. 믿져야 본전이잖아. 이런 의미로 no harm in trying. 노력이라도 해봐라. 시도라도 해봐라. 손해 볼 거 없다. 이런 뜻이 되겠습니다.
Yeah, the reason we say no harm is there's no negative thing if you try.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for the first hour. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you, Steve.
That's another good expression. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you for having me. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Well, coming up in hour 2, we have, of course, Say What with the Power English team and music with Punita. Taking us there now is Madonna with Jump. 2부에 돌아오겠습니다.